This is a 100% linen yarn from Japan, and with it, I am going to crochet a lacy halter top. Ooh, fun. And now, oop, wait, no. I'm always left with this big hole in the middle. It looks so much like a leaf. But first I have to wind each one of these skeins into a cake so that I can actually use it. And I have my yarn swift with me here, and I am gonna attempt to wind this yarn outside. So I need a thick ledge to clamp my yarn swift onto, and I'm hoping that this table ledge will work. Gonna give it a go. This is my first time doing it outside, and it seems to work. Hopefully it stays. And I have my yarn winder. I feel like this yarn winder is gonna give me some issues. What if I can clamp it onto this chair? I'm gonna try. I don't think this is gonna work. It worked! Okay, ooh, fun. And now, oop, wait, no. I'm gonna wind this light green skein first. Okay. This is a very, very thin, lacy yarn, so I'm really hoping that it doesn't break at any point during this winding process. Nice. Oh. Ooh. So as you can see, I am almost done winding this yarn, and it has been taking a very long time because one of these skeins has 1,100 meters in it. It's kind of fun doing it outside because this process is very boring, so it's kind of nice to just do it while sitting down outside. Makes it a lot more enjoyable. Ah, nice. Oh my god! What a big cake of yarn. And now it's time to take the yarn off the winder. Oh, nice. Every time I wind a cake of linen yarn or some sort of like plant fiber yarn, I'm always left with this big hole in the middle because the yarn is so stiff that it just stays like this until I do this. I guess I don't have to do that. I don't know why I did that. Okay, at least I still have my center pull. Now I'm gonna wind the dark green skein of yarn. So I'm about halfway through winding this yarn and my yarn just broke. I was worried about this happening with this yarn because it's so thin, but surprisingly it didn't happen with the first cake that I wound, but it did just happen now with this yarn, and I feel like it might have gotten caught on like one of the little screw things on my yarn swift and then that caused it to break. I was gonna grab the other end that broke and just continue winding it on top of what I have so far for this cake, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna have two separate cakes. My yarn just snapped for a second time now. This is the end. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do with this cake. That's annoying. I'll just have 3 little cakes now. Oop, this one's definitely a mini cake. Okay. This is attempt number 3. If it breaks again, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I finished the 3rd cake without the yarn snapping a 3rd time. Okay, the process of me winding these 4 cakes has taken me 45 minutes, which is way too long, but now I'm finally ready to start this lacy halter top, and I am going to start by crocheting a double crochet foundation chain. I just finished crocheting my double crochet foundation chain, and this is how long I made it. So this is gonna be a strap. So like I mentioned earlier, I am making a halter top, and usually a halter top will have some sort of like strap around the top right here that will tie at the back of your neck, and this double crochet foundation chain is gonna be the strap that ties at the back of my neck for this top. And now that I have finished making the strap, I'm gonna start making the actual top, and I am gonna work this top off of this strap instead of having this strap and then the top separate and then connecting them. In the end, I am going to start working up the actual top part of the halter top off of the strap, and you will see what I mean in a second. This is what I have so far. I am still very much at the beginning, but this is so fun to do. It's been a really long time since I've crocheted something like this. The last few things I crocheted, I was using a bigger hook, but using a smaller hook and crocheting with lace is honestly, like, it feels like a completely different experience, and there's something so satisfying about crocheting with lace, with a tiny little hook. It takes forever, but it's fun. I love how it feels, and it looks so pretty. I also really love this yarn. I think it is working up so beautifully. This is my first time using this super fine lace weight yarn, and so far I am loving it. The texture of it is so nice, and I love it, and I love the colors. Anyway, this is what I meant when I said I was crocheting into the double crochet foundation chain. So right now I am working up the actual top, and I just started by crocheting into this double crochet foundation chain. So I don't have to sew anything afterwards, and I will update you once I have a few rows completed. I just finished the first row, and it looks so pretty. I'm currently working on my fourth row. Wow, this is actually working up so quickly. But now I'm gonna take a little break to go to a coffee shop with my sister. Well, it's not technically gonna be a break because I'm gonna bring my crochet with me just in case we end up staying at the coffee shop for a little bit and I wanna crochet while I'm there. And if that's the case, I'm curious to see how much I can get done at a coffee shop, because I feel like usually I tend to be very productive when drinking coffee and crocheting at a coffee shop. Yep. I just want to come on here and show you guys where I'm at. Whoa! Well, God knows me. I basically did all of this yesterday, so I think it's fair to say that it is working up very quickly. Well, up until this point it has been, but now that it's starting to get a little bit bigger, it's taking me a little bit longer to complete one row. So when I was at the beginning here, the row was obviously shorter since I only had to go back and forth like this, but as I continue to increase the size of this top at the bottom, the rows do get longer. So now it's taking me a little bit longer to complete a row, and I just want to show you guys where I'm increasing this top. So I'm basically doing an increase row every single row for this top, just down the very center here. So that's why you see it change in the middle here, because that is where I am doing my increases. It's now been a couple days since I worked on this top, and yeah, that's mostly because it's been working up super quickly, but I didn't really feel like filming myself the last few days, so yeah, I did not work on this top because I felt like if I worked on this top too much off camera, I would get too much done, and I do want to film the majority of the process of me making this. But I'm filming myself today because I am super eager to work on this top because it is my only crochet project at the moment, and all my other projects are knitting projects, and I want to crochet today. And it's a very nice day outside, so I am going to spend probably like the next couple hours crocheting outside. I have been working on this for maybe like an hour and a half now, maybe 2 hours. And yeah, I think I might have crocheted like 5 rows. Okay, no, I probably have been working on this for an hour. Yeah, I don't think it's been that long, but yeah, just wanted to show you what it's looking like. And I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break now because I kind of feel like knitting. So I'm gonna go and do that, and then I'll probably work on this project again later today. Oh my god, I tied this so tight. This is what I'm currently knitting at the moment. I'm not filming a video of me making this top, but just want to show you because it looks so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this for a little bit now. It is now much later in the day, and I am gonna get back to working on this top. It is currently, I think it's 7:30. Wow, it's like exactly 7:30. Oopsies. 7:30. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna crochet, maybe knit, but mostly crochet outside until the sun goes down. So it gives me maybe like an hour and a half. Cute. This is what it's looking like. So I want it to go down to about here, I think. I'm just gonna continue measuring it up against myself as I go along because I have an idea on how big I want to make it, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, it's definitely getting close. This is going to be a very see-through top. I've made tops like this before, and obviously I found them to be pretty see-through, but I usually wear nipple pasties with my see-through tops that I make, and usually it works. And with the other tops that I've made like this, I was able to get away with just wearing the nipple pasties and you couldn't see anything. So I'm hoping that is the case for this one, because I know it's the same thing as what I've done before, but it just looks extra see-through. Whew. It is hot outside today. I'm pretty sure I'm done crocheting the top. If I'm happy with the size of the top, then all I have left to do is create like another strap the way that I created the strap in the beginning. So I'm gonna have to crochet double crochet foundation chain for the strap that's gonna connect these points in the back. So yeah, the double crochet foundation chain is all that I'm gonna have left to do if I'm happy with the size of the top. So I'm gonna try it on, see what it's looking like. Ooh, it definitely goes below my bust the way that I wanted it to, but as I was making this top, I was thinking it'd be nicer if it like went even further down below my bust. And yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And I think I'm happy with it. I think it's good. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I should make it any longer. It looks so much like a leaf. Cool. Okay. So I'm gonna cut my yarn, and then I'm gonna start crocheting the double crochet foundation chain strap, and then we'll be done. I'm gonna have to block it, but I don't even know if I need to block it. I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference, but I'll do it anyways. I don't have scissors, so I'm just gonna eat. Okay, we're officially done. I tied this top very, very tight, so it's kind of hard to breathe. But it's just every time I tighten it, it kind of ends up stretching out a little bit because it's like my first time wearing it, so I haven't like fully stretched into it yet. Anyway, I love this top, and I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do. I will say at one point, like near the end, once I finished the entire top, I was starting to feel like maybe I wouldn't like this top as much. Mostly not because, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I have made tops like this before, and I knew that I liked them and how they looked on me, but I was starting to feel like I wouldn't like this one because they're not the most practical tops because they're missing an entire back section. And I feel like the phase that I'm in right now, like clothing wise, is I just want to wear mostly like comfortable clothing, loose and comfortable clothing. So I was starting to feel like this top was even less practical because I am not really leaning towards like wearing this type of clothing. Lately, I feel like I used to wear more clothing like this, like smaller tops and tighter tops, but lately I haven't been feeling very comfortable wearing tops like these, so that's why I was starting to feel like, I don't know, I was doubting that I would even like this top in the end. So I was very surprised when I tried on this top today for the first time and ended up really liking it, which is silly because I have made tops like this before. I have tried them on, I have worn them out, and I knew that I would like it, but I think it's just, yeah, I was feeling a little weird about how tight and small and backless this top is. So I was like, where am I gonna wear this top? It's gonna serve no purpose. I'm gonna make it just for the sake of the video and never wear it. So that's how I was feeling about this top before I tried it on for the first time today. And now that I have tried it on, I feel really good about this top. I definitely like it a lot more than I thought I would. So that's good. What else can I say about this top? And even though it isn't the most practical because it is missing an entire back section, it's kind of perfect for this summer because, or just summer in general, but this summer has been very hot so far. And since this top is made out of 100% linen yarn and it's missing an entire back section and it's a very open, lacy stitch, all of those things kind of make it like the perfect top for the summertime, especially this very hot summer that we're having right now. And I feel like this top would be perfect to wear to like some sort of like festival or outdoor market, or just on a day that is super, super hot and I still want to like look and feel cute. Yeah, I feel like this top is perfect for that. And it's actually quite comfortable. The tops that I made like this in the past, I made, I think, 2 or maybe 3 tops like this. I think just 2 tops like this before. And the 2 other tops that I made like this, I made them slightly different. And the difference between this top and the 2 other ones that I made before is the straps. So this time around, I made the straps. So the strap that ties around my neck right here and the strap that ties around my back. I used a double crochet foundation chain rather than a regular chain for the straps this time around because I noticed that the two other tops that I made like this in the past, I used a regular chain for the straps, and it wasn't very comfortable because it felt like it was digging into my skin because it was like this tiny little chain, and when I tied the top very tightly, it just felt like it was digging into my skin. But a double crochet foundation chain is thicker and a lot stretchier, so I feel like it's a lot more forgiving and a lot more comfortable. So yeah, that's what I did this time around, and I can definitely feel the difference. It makes this top a lot more comfortable, which again is another thing that makes it a little bit more practical, because when something's uncomfortable, you don't really want to wear it. And I don't wear my other two tops now because they're not super comfortable. But this top is a lot more comfortable, so I could definitely see myself actually wearing it out. And this weekend, actually, I do plan on going to like an outdoor market festival type thing. And I think I'm gonna wear this top to this festival market thing, because I feel like it's like the perfect opportunity to wear a top like this. I feel like I'm rambling. I don't know. I'm super excited about this top, and I just want to share all of my thoughts with you guys, but I feel like I just have too many thoughts at the moment. But I feel like I've finished saying all that I need to say about this top. Yeah, so I'm gonna end this video here, I guess. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process of me make this top. Let me know if you would be interested in seeing more videos like this one, like more videos of me crocheting garments, because I feel like I usually make videos about me like knitting clothing, but lately I have just been wanting to crochet more things. I feel like I took a really long break from crochet and just spent all my time knitting, and now I'm starting to want to crochet again. So let me know if you're interested in more crochet videos, but I am gonna go now. But thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye!